everybody, welcome back. Hopefully you watched the first video. This is Matt and Brian.
Installment number 2.
Yep. And this video we want to dive a little bit deeper. It should be a real quick video, so we hope you watch them. We want to dive into a little bit of what the agenda looks like and what we're going to be discussing. So I'll take the first two. And
Please do, Matt. Thank you.
One of the big things, and we've mentioned it probably for the last 6 months throughout our board meetings, is the rebrand. We're at a point where we're finalizing our 2020 vision. Remember when some of you were around and we made that 2020 vision? Well, we're here. The last thing we have to do is talk about a name change for the Bennington Chamber of Commerce, as well as, maybe more of the fun part, looking at some logos. So right now, we have Joe Fry creating different sets of logos that will have different color palettes, different fonts, different looks. Our job is to spend a good hour and a half at the retreat talking about that name change, making a full board vote. I would love to come to a consensus. I think it's an important thing. We've had our name for 100 years. We want to make sure the full board is in support of this new name. And then we'll go around and we'll use some exercises to look at the logos. What do you like? What don't you like? And I think Deb's also going to walk through what is the decision we need to walk away with. It may be that we want it to be available by January at our annual meeting, but we may not get there. So Deb's going to work with us to say, look, we have options as a board. The best scenario, the okay scenario, not a great scenario, and how do we want to do that? So that's one thing we're going to work on. The other thing that we're going to work on, many of you have been around for these retreats. We work on mission and vision. We haven't really worked on values, and I think values are what helps this staff and all of you make the decisions that you make. And we probably made them somewhat organically and on the fly. I hope to walk us through a couple value sets that I've been working on over the last 6 months that I think really identifies our chamber. I think it describes our chamber. And remember, our values are how we make decisions to hire and fire. It helps us make decisions on the initiatives we're going to look into and the ones we're not going to look into. And so I'll be presenting the values to all of you. We'll go over those. Maybe there's some that we need to add because we forgot something or I forgot something, or there are ones that all of you kind of go, just doesn't really summarize what the chamber is and that value. So I'm excited to present both the rebrand and the value set to all of you. And what else do we got?
Well, I think both of those are some of the key and core building blocks for what we're trying to do with this chamber for the next 100 years. So having that rebrand, having that new name, kind of that new focal point for which people can see as a city on a hill, this great operation that is helping take their businesses forward. The values are going to be things that in some cases we have to revisit because of how far we've come over the last 100 years and where we want to go. And part of that is going to look back on us and how the governance of this board will continue in the future. So we want to kind of piggyback on all the work we did last year at the retreat and then find a way to come to a consensus for the next 100 years, or at least the next 3, that will make sure we're both representing our area to the fullest, but also that we're doing it in the right way and with the right group around us. And really what we're trying to do is give Matt and the rest of his team the best support possible. The final piece to that is going to be us talking about the 2023 vision. And really, with those 3 pieces in place, where are we going and how do we get there? And ultimately, we've started along that road, and it's important for people to appreciate when you look at the budget that Matt's presented. We're now starting to talk and view the chamber as an umbrella with some amazing entities below it. And those entities are things like SOAR, the SYP, we've got the DMO, and we've also got the visitor centers going for us. So these are going to be new revenue streams and new opportunities for us to continue to grow the opportunities available for both our business as well as our tourism industry here in southwestern Vermont.
Great. So I think that we're excited to see you guys at the retreat.
Yeah.
And bring your thoughts, bring your ideas. A lot of you have been through the retreat. Some of this is going to be the first time for you. We work very fast, we work very efficiently, but I think a lot of people have always left those retreats feeling good as we enter the new year.
So I agree.
We look forward to hosting you and seeing you on November 20th.
Thank you all.
See you.